Toggle menu. Mobile Legends Top 10 Best Mobile Legends Bang Bang Tips. Be a better player. Welcome to the top 10 Mobile Legends tips that we have to offer. We are here to support you in being better in the game. With so many heroes/characters and lanes to choose from, it can get confusing and frustrating at times. Below are some of the most valuable tips that has helped me level up and winning more games. Check out our updated guide here. Tip 1. Clear the jungle with your ally. Most people would just go straight to lane the moment the minions spawn. What most don't know is that you and your lane partner can kill 2 jungle creeps and arrive in lane for a level 2 advantage. That gives you the opportunity to get the first kill the moment you show up in lane. Ideally, you should run a marksman with a support or tank that can engage or have crowd control capabilities to get an early first kill. Someone like Franco paired with a marksman like Layla or a mage like Alice would really decimate lane opponents when Franco is able to land a hook. You will also need to bring the execute battle spell to execute your enemy that is running away from you. Tip 2. Focus on learning a hero or character. For many beginners, it can be overwhelming to keep learning new characters, especially if you still don't know the basic mechanics of the game. For example, as Layla gets to max level, she is able to fire at towers without getting into tower range. That means she is great for turret sieges with your team. As long as she is protected in the front, she can fire away and destroy towers quickly. Fanny can move around the map quickly with her chains, and it requires a bit of practice to get used to her extreme mobility. I have seen good Fanny players getting away with dying in situations where most players would accept their fate. Franco's hooks also takes a bit of practice to keep landing them. Sometimes, you have to gauge whether your enemy will try to juke your hooks or walk in a straight line. Most new players will walk in a straight line, but more experienced players will make use of sidestepping on going to bushes to make your hooks harder to land. Tip 3. Do your dailies every day. When you log in, you get 2 free chests. Each chest will refill every 4 hours, so you can get 1 new chest every 4 hours. Each chest will have experience, battle points, BP, hero ticket, emblems, and magic dust. These are all useful items to help you advance in the game. Make sure to log in daily to get them. Also, the metal chest reward gives you more goodies, and you will need to play a couple of PvP matches to open that. Normally, 2 wins would allow you to open a metal chest. The metal chest will give you premium skin fragments, which allows you to buy a premium skin for a character upon getting 100 of them. Tip 4. Big bosses, Turtle and Blue Knight, the Lord. Oftentimes, new players will not pay too much attention to these 2 bosses in the game. The Turtle gives extra gold for your team, while the Blue Knight is a strong boss that will push a lane for you upon defeating him. You can have your entire team push with him and try to get towers and eventually the Nexus. Now, at lower levels, most people won't contest too much. However, in ranked games, players will try to get every advantage they can and sneak in either the Turtle or Knight. The best time to do either objectives is when you either ace the opponent team close to your base or when you catch 1 or 2 players out near the center of the map. Always get every advantage you can to increase your odds to win the game. Tip 5. Lane pushing. This is an unknown concept to new players. You want your minion wave to build up so they stack up and they will help siege the enemy tower for you without you being there. In order to build up a minion wave in your favor, you will need to kill the opponent minion wave with your hero so that your minions stay unharmed. Eventually, your minions will stack up and a huge wave will form to help you push a lane. The easiest way to do it is when a huge minion wave of the opposing team forms. You use your hero to clear it, and this reverses the process and you will start building your own minion wave. Once that is done, you can go support other lanes while you let the lane you left do its magic. Tip 6. Destroying towers. Tower siege allows you to get closer to the enemy nexus. Oftentimes, players will spend too much time trying to kill enemy players and forget that your ultimate goal is to destroy the enemy nexus. A typical newbie game will consist players trying to get high kill scores while ignoring tower kills. Keep in mind that when you die to a tower dive for being too aggressive and wanting to kill the enemy, It opens up to a counter tower siege. Only tower dive if you are way ahead of the enemy team or you are confident of killing them without dying. And we all know that most new players can't do calculated risks too well. Tip 7. Communicating with your teammates. There are 4 buttons you can opt to use if you are not a fast typist on your tablet or mobile phone. There is attack, retreat, group up and various short phrases to communicate your point across. Below are what you can quickly say to your teammates. Well played. Say that when your teammate makes a good play. Attack the Lord. Use this on trying to kill the Lord, only after you have gained an advantage against the enemy team. Rally and push. Call your teammates to group up. Request assistance. Ask for support to defend or attack your enemy. Clear the lane. Basically clearing minion waves to start a lane push. Prepare for team fight. Gather up and fight a 5v5 battle. Defend the high ground. Calling your allies to protect your base. They are useful commands to rally your team. Don't neglect it. Tip 8. Grouping up for team fights. After the landing phase, it is usually where your ally groups up to siege towers. Most new players will just do their own thing, so it is vital that you use communication pings to huddle everyone together for a team fight. This is a great time to use the prepare for team fight command line to let your team know it is time to group up. Also make sure to know your team positioning in big 5v5 team fights. As a marksman and assassin, you don't engage until your front line initiate first. Sometimes, the enemy team will engage first and you are forced to fight them without your front line tanking. Unless you are far ahead and can do some serious 1v3 or more, you are not going to outdamage 3 people most of the time. Be wise and don't go too offensive, especially if you are a squishy marksman. Tip 9. Praise your teammates more. A lot of times, you may get upset at your teammates for making poor decisions and get caught out. Yelling or cussing at them won't do you or your team any good. It doesn't contribute to you winning more. Just give up putting down teammates. Instead, praise every small thing they do right. If they group up with you, say good job. If they get a kill, say nice. This instills confidence in your team and they are more likely to make good decisions. Everybody wins and your odds of winning goes up as well. Tip 10. Have fun. Last but not least, focus on having fun and not be too outcome dependent on whether you win or lose. In MOBA games, in order to win, you will need to learn to take losses as well. Always look to improve your mechanics and learn from each game you play. Focusing on improving will make you a much better in the long run. Guides, heroes, items, videos, privacy policy, hero tier list, items tier list, all guides, copyright 2018. Disclaimer: we are not affiliated with Mobile Legends Bang Bang, we are a fan site dedicated to the game.